Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
And this team is coming in off of their open week, and to me, a pretty good time to have it, too, because it's pretty much right in the middle of the season. So I would think that they'll be pretty well rested and ready to go for the second half of the season. But even more importantly, they got a little bit of a mental break as well. That's going to help, too.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. And here now the Baltimore offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the 2nd straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight left.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. On the draw, it's White. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got White here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll run on first down. It's Vaughn. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. On 2nd down now. It's White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. This is White on the screen. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
He's not going to get me.
They go counter with Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will.
There we go.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the delay, it's Howard. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2nd down and inches. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Henderson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, dude.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Goes underneath here to White. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Silver. Shift.
On second down, it's Howard. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They go with White on the counter. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down now, it's Gill. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On 1st down, Dobbins, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Second and 4. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. To throw is Jackson on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This is Howard on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Going deep now for Herndon. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Opting to run again here with White. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And the blitz does come. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Denzel Perryman drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Going long here for Wallace. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down, it's White, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, the 30. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run for it. This is White. And another tackle broken. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Open man is Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Dobbins. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 2nd down, it's White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Corey Littleton coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw here. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll pull it down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, boy. That's our ball. Every time.
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start the drive with White. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 67 yards on the ground. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now left side on the swing pass.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
That's going to be a long day.
Now back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, baby. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Run.
On second down now, it's Howard, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now this one complete on the slant route. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On second down, it's White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On third down, it's Vaughn. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And it's the Falcons that have just added to their lead. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On 2nd down now, it's Vaughn. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Single.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. That's into the hands of Reynolds. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Fielded just inside the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.